Hello, my name is Hisham, and today I will be showcasing the events subsystem within the WebSchool platform. So if we go ahead to our left-hand pane here under co-curricular, we can select events. Okay, and now just a brief overview of what the event system is. So it essentially is a robust and intuitive tool designed to streamline the scheduling, management, and execution of school-related events. Okay, so in order to create one, we can go ahead and hit the schedule new event icon here. Let's make ourselves a historical quest of Sydney. Okay, and we'll have to select the lesson plan. So lesson plans are important as they are the learning outcomes associated with the particular excursion. So let's go ahead and select Sydney's historical tapestry, integrative exploration and analysis. Okay, and then we may scroll down and select a picture for our event. So let's go down to our example cover. And here we can select this very important historical figure to guide us through the rest of the process. Okay, so with the formatting, we have the following options: single event, competition, individual task, video conferencing, independent event, and parent-teacher meeting. Now, most of these, of course, are quite self-explanatory. In this instance, we'll go for single event as this is a one-time event. Okay, we'll select the privacy. Now this is also quite important because it's important to note that WebSchool hosts a wide range of schools and year groups. So let's set this one to private so that only those we specify may see it. We can also find the associated learning area. So let's go and select history under the humanities. Okay, scrolling down to capacity, let's punch in 50 and then description of the event. So let's say we are going to explore the city and find relevant historical landmarks. Gee, I wish I had this at my school. Okay, so now we can use the formatting options up here to spice up our description. Let's go italicize explore, and let's also bold relevant, so you get the picture. We have the first one, event participant can cancel registration. So this allows the students or whomever is attending to actually cancel. This is important if there's costs involved with the excursions. Let's say this costs $20. Hey, if we know who's cancelled, we can actually go ahead and reimburse them. So let's go ahead and check that. Okay, now user registration for the event requires confirmation. This of course means that everyone has to be confirmed. We have to have an exact idea of who's coming so we can accommodate the staffing. So let's go ahead and check that. Okay, time and place. So let's go ahead and select a start date. Let's do Tuesday. Let's start nice and early at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and let's select the finish time to be, let's go 4 p.m. Sounds good to me. Okay, now we can also select the organizers. So as you can see, I am the sole organizer and that wouldn't be a position I would want to be in. So let's go ahead and add someone in to help us. So let's go ahead and find Dimitri here, who will be my co-organizer. Now we can set a phone number for people to reach out to us at. So let's enter an arbitrary number in this case. Okay, then we may select the location. So let's go location type. Let's meet at the station. This is pretty common practice. So let's go ahead and select other. And let's search up our favorite local station, or my favorite local station. So that's Gordon Station on Morona Avenue. Let's give some instructions to our students. So students are to meet at platform 3 at Gordon Station at 8 a.m. Okay, so they know that. We can also just check this box here to let them know that this is the only location, just so the venue is the same as the meeting place. For the sake of this, we'll just select a venue. So let's go ahead and find a relevant historical place of Sydney, and that would have to be the Rocks, of course. So let's go ahead and select the Rocks. Location type once again, other instructions. We will start from here. Okay, done. Or yeah, again, we can check that if you'd like. So let's go next. Now, awards are very important as they act to incentivize students to participate. So special. Now, this is an important category. And these sections here, article, gallery, quiz, and a discussion page, are all dragged from the learning plan. So this is for our students to be able to see exactly what is the objectives of the task. and we'll go into more, give you a preview of this in a moment. But for the time being, one of our most important features with the event system is the quizzes, or the quests as we like to call them. So if we go into settings, we can actually click on quest settings, and the map pops up. So let's go ahead and find ourselves back at the rocks. Okay, so the way we've structured this particular excursion is that in order for students to answer the questions for the quiz, they'll have to find the relevant historical landmark. Okay, so let's say, for example, the first question here, let's say in order for them to answer that, they'll go at the rocks. Well, since we're starting there, they may as well answer the first question there. So you can see a pin drops here, and that's our first question. Our second question, we can put that one in Benelong Point. Third question, we can put that in, let's go this point here, Macquarie's Point. Okay, we can select OK. And then we can select next. So now over the preview of our page, we have a beautiful banner here. We have the title of our event, the start and end time, cost, privacy. This lesson is from the lesson plan, this extract here that lets students know that we'll be analyzing primary and secondary sources. Contact details, you can see my name, the location we're meeting at through our in-house mapping software. Okay, and then we can submit that. Okay, so this is an example I've actually prepared earlier, and this sort of gives you an idea of what it'll look like from the others students' perspectives. So over here, we can actually observe what it looks like to be a participant. So let's look at this one, for example. We can go participant list. We can see that in this case, Albus is the organizer and I am the participant. And now just to show you a brief overview of what it looks like to actually go through this. So let's go through, let's review, run the event. And this is where we can actually see those sections I was referring to from the lesson plan. So let this load for a moment. Okay, so there you can see this is our little overview page, and students will read that. They'll move on to the gallery, look at some relevant historical figures, a ship, whatnot. Let's go to preliminary quiz. This is where the quizzing will take place. So this is a teacher's perspective of the particular section. And this is our little historical discussion page. So we systematically have gone through reading, pictures, quiz, discussion. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to our events. Okay, now let's go into the My Events page. Okay, so over here we can actually see the events that I'm associated with. So I'm the author of this one, and I'm a participant of this one. This tab here allows us to see online events. This is the past ones, and this is where students can actually see those quiz questions that we've set prior. Okay, so that covers that. One last thing we should probably cover as well in the events page is the online events, again, which is all hosted online. They'll be shown here. Now, nearby is quite an interesting one that we're really excited to showcase, because if we were to set the location as public, they would actually drop as a pin. And let's say another student from a different year group, if it was an open invite event, let's say it was a barbecue down, at a lookout, they could actually see the pin drop and they could communicate with the event from the pin drop. So imagine the pin drops here, they hit that, they can join, and they're set. So that concludes the events subsystem. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough, and thank you for watching.